The woman coldly shattered the jade flute her husband had given her, broke the hairpin he had gifted her. She chose to endure the pain of her soul being torn apart, determinedly smashing their token of love into two pieces. Finally, she took off her wedding gown and resolutely stepped into the demon sealing formation, offering herself as a sacrifice to perish with the demon god, making her betraying husband regret for the rest of his life. Meanwhile, the clueless husband was eagerly awaiting to marry the woman, until he saw the jade pendant sent by the maid. Only then did he realize that the woman had truly left. When he heard the news that she had entered the formation, he regretted it deeply. He desperately chased after her. They had known each other since childhood, and had been companions for 1,000 years. The husband once transformed his bones into jade, using it as a contract to marry her, and made a vow to love her for all eternity. Together, they sealed the demon god. The woman helped her husband become the emperor of the heavens. Their 1,000-year love was admired by all. But one day, while the woman used her heart's blood to make a healing elixir for her husband, she accidentally discovered his betrayal, and saw him with a scheming woman. At that moment, her heart shattered, and tears flowed down. Just then, the demon god, sealed for 1,000 years, awakened. But her husband, lost in the scheming woman's charms, couldn't pull himself away. The woman had no choice but to fight the demon god alone, even sacrificing her blood to complete the seal. But the formation would only last for 7 days. With a heart as cold as death, the woman decided to sacrifice herself after 7 days to repair the seal. Before leaving, she instructed the formation guardian to keep it a secret, especially not to let her husband know. As soon as she finished speaking, her husband found her, saying that 7 days later was the anniversary of their marriage, and he wanted to hold a wedding on that auspicious day. Then, he took out the immortality examination roster. The woman saw the scheming woman's name on it, and immediately understood that the wedding she had longed for was nothing more than a plot to help the scheming woman ascend to immortality. At that moment, her husband's jade pendant, tied to their bond, shone with dazzling golden light. The woman knew it was a signal from the scheming woman to her husband. It turned out the token her husband gave her wasn't the only one in existence. Feeling utterly disheartened, the woman took the jade flute her husband had once given her, and smashed it mercilessly on the ground. Then she broke the hairpin he had given her, even if it meant damaging her soul. She was determined to destroy their token of love. Afterwards, she attended the immortality examination. The scheming woman breezed through the tests, and finally emerged as the victor. She even dared to openly challenge the woman as the empress, with great magical power. The woman knew the scheming woman was no match for her, but the scheming woman claimed she was carrying the emperor's child. The woman was shocked. She looked at her husband in disbelief, but the scheming woman seized the opportunity to launch a sneak attack. Suddenly, she stabbed the woman with a sword. She also revealed that their 1,000-year-long lack of offspring was all part of the scheming woman's plan. Even the blood elixir the woman had carefully made had been given to the scheming woman by the emperor for her healing. The scheming woman had gone to any lengths to become a martial arts champion, just to ask the emperor to eliminate all the camellia trees in the heavenly realm. Everyone knew the camellia trees were planted by the woman and her husband together, and were a symbol of their love. But the husband, for the scheming woman's sake, had ruthlessly made all the